some diet myths?
There are many diet myths,
Are there?
but the most notable among them are the ones that actually cause the three biggest nutritional blunder that we are suffering today. The three nutritional blunder, let me put it like this.
All right.
We eat in the wrong time. We eat from the wrong food choices. And also, we have no idea how to combine food. That means you eat wrong food combinations. The biggest nutritional blunder is timing of meals. We were taught to believe that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, that we need food as a fuel, and therefore most of our food take is coming during the day.
Right.
But the truth is that the human species, is inherently a night eater. We are nocturnal eaters. Everything in our biological system points to the fact that we do better on night eating than day eating. During the day, all our actions, like now, is
Yes.
regulated by a daily nervous system, part of the autonomic nervous system. It's called the sympathetic nervous system, that keep us alert and focused and creative and competitive. And during that time, the sympathetic nervous system is fueled by your fat storage. During the sympathetic nervous system, the cell produces certain kind of protein or nucleotide, it's called cyclic AMP, that promote fat burning, alertness, stimulation of hormone. Your ability to react to stress is at the peak. That's where we have evolved. And every time that we eat a full meal, we shatter this daily nervous system, where we activate another nervous system. It's called the parasympathetic nervous system, that make us sleepy and relax. And all the fat burning and energy expenditure has been shuttered and blocked and suppressed. So and usually most people after the second meal, like after lunch, they get very tired.
Right.
Not realizing they activated the night nervous system on the wrong time, suppressing all the fat burning, suppressing the removal of toxin, making them sleepy rather than awake. So the biggest blunder right now is the meal timing. Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. It's the worst meal of the day. We're supposed to have our main meal at supper. The best shaped people in history, the people that we inherited basically from them, all our culture, the early Greek, the Macedonian, the Spartan, of course, and the Romans, were notorious for the shape, for being lean and beautiful, men and women alike, with incredible shape. Had only one main meal at the diet was based on supper. Breakfast did not exist. The only people at that time who were fed breakfast or lunch like us were the slave and farm animals. The notes that Cato, for example, who lived during the time of Julius Caesar, said clearly that the noble people, the people of the warrior, the people of the high class, ate only supper. During the day, they ate very little raw food, nothing major. Supper was a huge meal that eaten without any restriction of calories. The people were notoriously lean and powerful. The slave, however, were fed like farm animals, like pigs or cows, that were fed constantly. It basically shutters one ability or inhibit one ability to react.
Were the slaves fat?
Well, fat was basically they were working hard. We don't have clearly evidence how fat they were, whether fat or not. But what we know that they were more submissive and not in a warrior shape as other people. Most likely, when we look to other cultures like the Egyptians, it's very interesting. You can see by the sculptures of the Egyptian and the figures that were much softer and kind of fat, kind of estrogenic, because the Egyptian, like us, they had a breakfast, they ate cakes, they had a lot of food from the top of the food chain, very processed, unlike the Minoic or the Greek or the Macedonian or the Spartan or the Roman, who went low on the food chain and followed the feeding cycle that you were supposed to follow. The Egyptian did not. So they have a nice culture, but guess what? They were not healthy.
Okay, and you're saying that we should get by on our fat stores during the day?
During the day, it's the best time, in my opinion, the only time you have a chance to take advantage of the biological system to burn fat. Your body want to do it. Just give it a chance to do it. So there are foods that promote the sympathetic nervous system that we use in the anti-estrogenic diet or the warrior diet. such as raw fruits and vegetables, light soups, light protein, fresh protein, poached eggs, yogurt, all of them do not take you away from the sympathetic nervous system. Nourish you, but your main fuel is coming from your ability to dig into the fat cell, break it. Over time, in a matter of 2 weeks, you adapt to it. The amazing mechanisms that are happening. First of all, when you're hungry, unknowingly, what gives you the sense of hunger is neuropeptides in the brain that were found, like neuropeptide Y or galanin, that were found to promote growth hormone. Growth hormone accelerates fat burning, build tissue, connective tissue, bone. It's a triple benefit, not just one benefit. But every time you eat a food meal, you shatter this mechanism. During the sympathetic nervous system, your body is built to spend energy. Dig to the fat store, convert them efficiently to energy, burn the energy. It works on the nervous system, it works on the muscular system. The way, if we didn't have this mechanism, the human species would not survive on this planet. We today carry the same genes of our ancestors. We haven't changed at all on the past 10,000 years, at all.
Except that we eat breakfast.
Except that we eat breakfast and we live in a world that we have never adapted to.
Well, there's a lot of nighttime eaters that are going to be happy to hear this message.
I hope so, and I believe that if they do it right, they can eat as much as they want at night from the right food choice, right food combination, and be surprised that they're still lean down.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.